Hi, thanks for taking the time to look at our video. My name is Pete Tarrant and I'm the proprietor of Niplu Ultra Sawworks. As I mentioned in the intro and the release that we had, Niplu Ultra was put on the very highest quality tools, and we certainly feel that our dovetail saw fits that paradigm. I wanted to go over some care and use tips. We'll divide the video into two parts. First part will be care and unpacking your saw. Second part will be how to use it, how to hold it, etc. So when your saw arrives, it'll show up in just a plain white box just like this one. After you cut it open, you'll notice that it's protected by foam. And as you unpack it, you'll realize that, we went to a pretty good amount of time and effort to make a nice fitted box. This is to store it in when you're not using it if your shop is not climate controlled, but also save the box so you can send it back to get sharpened. It's, perfectly made. It's cushioned all around. Probably overkill, but that's how we roll here at the Sawworks. When you unpack it, it's wrapped in just some impregnated paper so the blade won't rust. And you also notice that the blade has a hazy film on it, and that's paste wax. The blade is just high carbon steel. If you leave it in a moist environment, it will rust, so don't do that. When you're not using it, keep paste wax on it, even if your shop is climate controlled. And whatever you do, if you work in a garage or an unheated space, keep your saw either inside or in this box, because if you don't, it will rust. And once the blade starts to rust, it's harder to use. All tools go through that cycle. I'm sure you're familiar with it, but for those who aren't, I just thought I would mention it up front. Other than that, the handle is 6 coats of polymerized tung oil. It's ready to go. You shouldn't have to do anything else to it. The only other thing is I would advise against using any kind of petroleum distillate like WD-40, motor oil, any other kind of skate oil, anything like that that has petroleum in it, because it will seep underneath the handle and weaken the finish and cause the finish to fail on the handle. It's pretty common sense. The other thing that I would mention is obviously keep it with paste wax on it all around when not in use. It doesn't hurt anything, and it actually makes it easier to cut. On that topic, we don't use anything special, just whatever paste wax you have laying around, that's what we use. And as I mentioned before, keep the saw in the box when it's not in use, or at least save the box so you can send it back should you need it sharpened. That's really all there is to know about the care and use of the saw. The next video we'll talk about how to hold the saw and how to do some cuts.